Hello, I am Major Hawkins, and today featuring the T-100 LT. Unless the release changes to the tank for the next update will be further adjusted, the T-100 LT will be even better than it is today, and I would recommend you to grind it if you are into the light tank gameplay style. In this video I'll shortly go over the stats of it today and of the expected changes, and then you can choose for yourself if you think that these adjustments are the right ones and maybe consider whether you'll grind the tank for the future. When first released, the T-100 LT was the first tank featuring the Tracer Shell, which is the incredibly strong ability since it keeps the enemy tanks spotted for twice the time that they are normally spotted for. So all the regular tanks will be spotted for approximately 20 seconds and 14 seconds for those few tanks, or relatively few tanks, with the adaptive concealment trait. Today a few other tanks has the same ability, like the Object 907 for instance. This ability is very strong because obviously you can see where the enemy is, but also your teammates will have the enemy tanks lit up for a longer time. So at the same time as having this ability, the T-100 LT has armor piercing for standard and armor piercing for premium also. And this is the strongest shell type in the game in my opinion, because you're not dependent on whether you can go through space armor or tracks or anything like that. You'll go through pretty much anything if you can pin it. So it has a low profile, it's fast, it has a really troll armor, which you've already seen for this game, and I'll bounce more. And also the DPM is just above 3000 running with the calibrated shells, which I also recommend to do. But apparently Wargaming decided that for some unknown reason all this was not enough, but it needed to be buffed a little bit. So in the next update, if there are no changes coming to that, the reload time is reduced by just shy of 0.4 seconds, which is giving the T-100 LT another 200 DPM. The penetration will also be buffed on standard and premium shells with 5mm. Mind you, it's AP, so it is negligible, but it's a buff nevertheless. Then the power to weight ratio is increased by a small amount from 28.2 to 29.4. And as you see, the T-100 LT is not a slow tank to begin with. So finally, the dispersion is nerfed by 0.09, going from 0.336 to 0.345. But if you're running with the right equipment, as you can see, and the dispersion will still be around 0.28 when aimed in, so it won't be inaccurate. It just won't be a laser beam, as for instance a Leopard 1, but it's still very accurate. So all in all, I'll say that the T-100 LT will still be very strong and in a very good position after the next update. That's pretty much all from me, folks. Please let me know what you think of this tank, the changes in the coming update. And other than that, take care, enjoy the weekend, and I hope to see you in game. Bye-bye.